Okay, I think we're live now. Yeah, seems good. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but it seems like there was a problem, but looks like we're okay now. So we're on turn 2 right now. Let's see, I missed a couple things here. It looks like Leniel found Magistrate Station on this attack. And Shoot is going to win that on defense and ready the Guest of Honor. So that is going to be that is going to be a problem now. We see an above question on Kaizen. Interesting. So, if you missed the first turn, basically what happened is Shoot had a really bad flip, so he just got the passing fate and didn't play anything, and Leniel played a 1-fate Whisper, but a conflict character, Void Ring, got rid of the fate on it. Ooh, Guest of Honor finds Shameful Display. Uh-oh. He will still be tied here, 4-4. And Leniel can't play any events. What ring is this? This is the Void Ring. But that Shameful Display is a little bit unfortunate. We see a pass. There's an Ornate Fan. There is still a favorable ground here, so that's going to be an Ornate Fan on the guest, though. That's a 4-fate guest, wow. So that is not going anywhere. And yeah, that is going to be a Void Ring on the Kaizen. Leniel still has one conflict, but not enough fate to really threaten too much here. Yeah, it's just going to be a pass. So it looks like Shoot got 3 rings there. We see a Wayfinder to see Manicured Garden. Did Shoot pass a conflict and then forget? Let's see. So Shoot got the Fire Ring and then got the Earth Ring on defense. Hey, Luke and Arash, how's it going? Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure what that Wayfinder was for there. Like, it doesn't have glory, so I don't think there's any reason, like, you should just wait till either the fate phase or just until next turn, right? I don't know. Brash Samurai. Mia Mystic got played here. Okay, so let's see. Leniel is first player. And we have 2 rings with 2 fate on them here. Looks like he's going to choose water. Military water. Yeah, so this actually does make it kind of awkward because you want to defend with just the Brash Samurai, but that means if he wins, he's going to water ring the Wayfinder, which I guess is not the end of the world. No, the dogs are fine, don't worry. They like to bark sometimes. This also denies the watering from Shoot, I guess. We see a Soul Beyond Reproach to Honor Doji Challenger. That's not the best use of Soul Beyond Reproach, but it does turn on that Voice of Honor here. So if he wants to cancel like a bonsai or something, he can do that. It looks like it's one assassinate in both decks, and he's already played his assassinate, so Brash Samurai is safe. Favorable ground is going to move in Guest of Honor, okay. And then Kaizen is going to duel her. Leniel bids 5, wow. So that's, wow, he just went down to 3 honor, that's kind of crazy. He is going to win that duel though, so he's going to send home the Samurai and the Mystic, which means he is winning the conflict. There's a Bonsai on Guest of Honor. So now he is winning. Leniel can go back to winning by using the Mia Mystic, but not going to do that, just going to take the loss there. And I expect now Shoot will probably attack air with the Brash Samurai. That seems like the play. Although the Void Ring is pretty tempting here too, to just get rid of this Doji Challenger. We could see that as well. But 2 Fate on the air ring with Leniel at 3 honor is going to be pretty tempting. Looks like it is the Void Ring though. So it's going to be Military Void at Manicured Garden. And the Doji Challenger defends. Manicured gains a Fate. So Shoot will need a Katana or I guess another Bonsai. Nope, I already used both Bonsais, never mind. A conflict character would work. Oh wait. Yeah. So find Katana or a conflict character, but we just see a pass. So maybe the plan here is to, like, Leniel pretty much has to go air, right? I don't think that's even a choice. And then you can get like a free, probably fire on the Guest of Honor, right? Oh, right. Yeah, that's a good point. And Shoot has the political favor, so yeah, Shoot should be able to get a free ring here, but Leniel maybe not. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing is both players have more than 10 cards in their hand and tons of fate, so... Ooh, a defense, interesting. Gonna trade boxes there. Let's see. So Shoot can just pass here. We'll see if Leniel has like a rival or something. We see a Steward of Law. Neither player has used Magistrate Station yet. Well, Leniel doesn't have his Magistrate Station face up. But yeah, that's a good point. Shoot hasn't used Magistrate Station yet, so he'll still be able to get a political attack. We see a Steward on Shoot's side. Yeah, Shameful, Upholding, and Manicured here. So Shoot definitely has the advantage in terms of having Magistrate Station face up. Yeah, he wouldn't have gone for a Manicured Garden if it was face up for sure. Leniel plays another Steward of Law, and that is going to get him the ring effect there. Gaijin Customs to ready Voice of Honor, but to ready Guest of Honor, but Voice of Honor cancels that. But oh no, We have a cancel war going on. So Shoot spends a censure. Leniel spends 2 voices. We're not wrong about the magistrate station, are we? Just going to play another Gaijin Customs. Yep, that's what he does, but there's another Voice of Honor for that. Wow, all 3 Voice of Honor. And then he still hasn't used Magistrate Station. Wait, Shoot passes their conflict? What? Question mark? Why didn't he use Magistrate Station? He lost the Imperial favor, too. I think he just straight up forgot about Magistrate Station. That is really unfortunate, actually. And then Leniel forgot to use his Mia Mystic as well. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that. We see big guest of honor and Doji Challenger from Leniel spending all that fate. Playing Unicorn Splash and not even maximizing your play, yeah, I mean, that just feels bad, not using the Magistrate Station there. But he did get those 3 Voices of Honor out, so won't have to worry about those anymore. There is 1 Censure, though, in Leniel's deck, so there is still a cancel. And Shoot is going to go for Fire with the Doji Challenger here. Yeah, he needed to at least take the favor, or deny Leniel from having the favor. What was the total glory count? It was 2-1, yeah. So could have easily just kept the favor there. Big defense here. Yeah, very big defense. Manicured Garden gains a fate. So Challenger is going to probably pull in. We see a Finger of Jade. What's that for? For shame, maybe? That seems weird. Like, you're just going to move in one of these characters anyway and lose the conflict, right? So I don't think you really care about For Shame that much. Like, you just bow. But, I mean, Finger on a Forfeit character, that's obviously not bad. So yeah, that's going to be 3 bows for Leniel there and only 1 from Shoot. So big board advantage now, and still with this Magistrate Station available. Ooh, we see a 1 fate rival. Not the amount of fate you want to put on a rival, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. And there's a favorable ground too. Yeah, so the rival is even less good now because he can just move in this guest of honor. Would have probably gotten greedy and gone home with Challenger. Yeah, that's a good point. I think you definitely... He could have saved the Finger of Jade and used that on the covert, but I think definitely leaving the Doji Challenger in the conflict, because she's just a 3-3, right? Like, you have Magistrate Station anyway. It's just save the favorable ground. So yeah, defend with Brash Samurai and just move in Guest of Honor, I think, as the first action. There we go. Challenger can pull the Stewart, I guess, but that's probably not a big deal. Do you think that now it's getting attacked, he remembers he has Magistrate? I mean, hopefully. That's kind of the problem. Oh, nice. We see a Court Games on Guest of Honor, so he can ready her now. That's kind of the problem, though, is if you forget Magistrate Station's ability, it's just a 3 strength blank province, which is like literally the worst thing to have. He does remember it this turn, though. We see the stand on Guest of Honor. And then he's going to attack that Void Ring to get this political rival out of the way. Seems good. Probably at Manicured, yep. Because that already got used this turn. You could... Oh, he's going at Shameful. Okay. Going at Shameful is okay here, I guess. Blanked Sanpuku Sado is the worst province. I mean, I guess so, but the thing about that is you can't just blank that by forgetting about it, you know. You have to actually play a card to blank it, so you're still... Oh, and we see no defense. Okay, yeah, so I guess what he was doing there was he was saying, like, either you defend with your Steward of Law and then you can't attack, or you don't get to use Shameful. And he's just gonna not use Shameful and go for this air ring here. He could actually break this if he has a military buff. We haven't seen a bonsai yet. There are no fine katanas in Leniel's deck, though. So I think it would only be the 2x bonsai or a conflict character. Ooh, he has the bonsai, though. I think you can take this break here. If you have the assassinate, you probably play it, but otherwise I think you can just take this break. We see Fumiki into the conflict, though. So I think he's going to go for the For Shame here. That seems strong. So if you For Shame this, the conflict will bounce. Yep, there it is. Oh, there's a sentry, though, so that is all the cancels for Leniel. No more cancels left. Let's see if he has another For Shame. Ooh, he does. Nice. So that is going to mean that Shoot will get the favor this turn, and we'll keep this Magistrate Station alive. Ooh, we see a fine katana. I don't think you really need to do that. Oh, wait, he has favor. Okay, yeah, you do then. Never mind. Keeper of Air as well to gain Fate. Yeah, so really good turn there for Shoot. A lot of the stuff on Leniel's side is going to clear. Just going to have this Doji Challenger and the Guest of Honor left. And going to get the favor back as well. And finds Yoshi. So you could play a 3-Fate Yoshi here if you want. Leniel is just going to pass. He doesn't want to play anything here. That could mean he has some more conflict characters in his hand, which would not be surprising. And we see 2 Fate Yoshi, okay. So he should be able to do some work here. No clouds in either of these decks, of course. Yeah, we see a Menacing Iron Warrior and a Way of the Crane on Yoshi. Double favorable with guest is very impactful. Yeah, that is true. These favorable grounds are probably going to do a lot of work here. But yeah, it's not looking great for Leniel here. We see military with skill 4. Shoot is just going to defend with his own Guest of Honor. Well, I don't know if you defend with Yoshi. Well, you don't defend with both, that's for sure. I think, why would you defend with all three here? Doesn't really make sense. I guess you're worried about him moving the challenger in, but instead he's just going to move the menacing iron warrior home. Um, Not 100% sure why he chose that over the guest. Oh, okay, he's just going to move both home. So, but like Shoot is still fine with this, right? Like he uses Yoshi there, he draws some cards, and he's going to have the magistrate station here so he can stand up probably the guest of honor. Um, and I imagine we'll see an attack with the Doji Challenger here that will pull in Leniel's guest of honor. Probably go for Void, yep. Yeah, I would go Military Void. Because this like forces him to defend this, right? Isn't terrible for Shoot, but could have been a lot better. Yeah, it did kind of feel wasteful using those favorable grounds like that. Um, I will definitely agree. We see defense with Menacing Iron Warrior. That's actually going to prevent the challenger from using its ability, but since Shoot is winning, he's fine with that. He's just going to pass. Manicured gains a fate. So Leniel needs to like honor this Menacing Iron Warrior or something like that. Yep, we see a Way of the Crane. Let's see if there's a cancel for that. There is. And then a pass. Still has one Way of the Crane left. Nope, actually I'm wrong. He has used all three of them. So we're going to see a Steward of Law instead. There's a Way of the Crane to honor the Doji Challenger. Seems good. There's a Let Go on the Finger of Jade though. Uh-oh. So I think that means we're going to see a For Shame here. But that could be cancelled as well. We've only seen one Voice of Honor from Shoot so far. Okay, we do see a For Shame. He's going to choose to dishonor. So yeah, he does have another Way of the Crane. Is that the first For Shame? Yeah, that was actually the first For Shame from Lineal. But we see a pass, so he doesn't have any more, I guess. And that Voidering on that Doji Challenger is pretty painful. Shoot just keeps getting these Voiderings off and making these characters leave play a turn earlier than they would, which is helping him keep the board advantage. He does have a couple of Zero Fate characters though, so those are going to start leaving play on his side as well. Magistrate Station readies Guest of Honor. Let Go discards Ornate Fan. So Leniel has one more conflict. We see Doji Challenger Political is what he has left. Going to go political fire. So I almost wonder if you just defend with both characters here. Like, I feel like you aren't going to get much from the Fumiki on your last attack. And if you win this conflict, you get favor. So I feel like just defending with both would be good. But we'll see what the play is here. Ooh, we have a talisman. So where's he going to move? Shameful would not be the best here. It would just dishonor the Doji Challenger. But I think that's the only one that makes sense. Let's see what it is here. It is Shameful Display. Ooh. And we saw the Challenger pull in the Fumiki. I think that might have actually been a mistake, because now Shameful can honor Fumiki and he gets an extra honor out of it. Which, I mean, I guess, again, isn't the end of the world, really. It's not like he's going to get an honor victory, but I don't know what the Fumiki was going to do by remaining standing there. Okay, so 3 characters on each side. Fumiki from leniel stalemate's favor. I mean, he doesn't want to do that anyway. Yeah. So we have a talisman now on a 2-fate challenger. There was standing guest of honor. Well, oh, I see. Because shoot didn't have the favor. You're right, you're right. But yeah, not going to go for that. We see 2-fate Asami and Mia Mystic coming at just the right time, it seems. That's going to be able to deal with that talisman there. He spent 2 let goes though, so only 1 let go left. And how many mystics? 1 more mystic after this one. So he'll have 2 more attachment hate cards. Should have a second talisman by now. Yeah, it's very likely that... Oh, he has 3 cards left in the conflict deck. Yeah, so it's pretty likely he has the other one. And there's a counter with Let Go 3's name on it. Yeah, that's true as well. Okay, nice. So Shoot is just going to go for the break on Magistrate Station here. That seems like a good call, since this is the first conflict and leniel not only doesn't have any honored characters, but doesn't have any bowed characters. But it looks like he's going to try to defend this. Let's see if he can. This is 15 force from Shoot. This would be defense with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not nearly enough, and you can't play events here. We see an Ornate Fan on Asami. Still breaking. I imagine Shoot will either pass or use Yoshi here, or Storehouse. That works too. You could even save Yoshi since you have the favorable ground, and not use him this conflict if you want to keep the favor. Oh, okay, we see a rival with no fate. So, like, you have to wonder, is this even worth it for leniel, right? Like, I don't know if you even win this still. And then you're at 0 fate with like no characters essentially. Yeah, that's what I was about to say is yeah, and we see a spyglass. So yeah, I think we're gonna see the Doji Challenger move in here and pull in the Menacing Iron Warrior. And that will bow all of Leniel's characters with no fate left for him. And then you still have the Magistrate Station. So yeah, I think it seems like this is pretty much over. Um, well, neither player can play events because there's a guest on both sides here. So here comes the challenger, draws 2 cards. Is breaking now. Now he can pull in the Menacing Iron Warrior. Doesn't even have to use box. Well, he can't because it's Magistrate Station is going to break. Plus, he's already used all 3 Way of the Cranes, so he doesn't have one in hand. I mean, I guess if he could stop it from breaking, but he's already played 2 fans, so yeah, he can't do that. Here comes the Doji Challenger, pulling in the Menacing Iron Warrior. And Leniel passes again, yeah, so... Honestly, I think the game is pretty much over now. That is just, like, really huge there. I think the correct play was actually just not to defend at all. Because the worst case scenario was this happens, and then you just lose the game, right? Doji Challenger stands up. And now he's going to go for... what ring? Mia Mystic kills a Spyglass. He knows he has the other talisman in hand and cancels, so killing a Spyglass seems good there. But yeah, that's probably... okay, yeah, going for the air ring seems fine. There aren't really too many rings here that do a whole lot. Like, fire is probably... I think it's between fire and air for the ring, right? He did decide to go air. This is going to bring Leniel down to 6 honor, and shoot will go up to 8. I guess he's trying to make it so that Leniel dies when he decks, which means he won't be able to keep drawing cards. Whereas shoot will with the Spyglass. And shoot has 20 cards in hand too, so like he can just bid 1, honestly. Yeah, I mean shoot is... it's 20 cards to 11, 7 fate to 1, 3 breaks to 0. Yeah, this is just like... At this point, it's just like a steamroll. Bets on whether shoot can deck himself again. I mean, I think he can if he wants to, but that would probably involve a lot of... like suboptimal play, just passing conflicts and defending. The fate from Manicured Garden is going to get Leniel a Tattooed Wanderer here. Ooh, this is actually enough to take favor, but it's probably not going to matter. Can he break this? No, I don't think he can break this. Because even if he has another bonsai, shoot can just voice that. Ornate Fan on Doji Challenger. plays Menacing Iron Warrior into the conflict. And he can move to Shameful and honor her now. Oof. We see an admit defeat. That's going to get Voice of Honored. Oh, he got a fate off of the ring, I guess. Wait, he didn't move to Shameful? Why didn't he move to Shameful? Okay, yeah, I mean, that's, yeah, like, I don't know. He still wins the game, but that was a mistake not going to Shameful there. So he keeps the favor. Let's see. Winning is never enough. You have to win harder. Yeah, for sure. Like, there's literally no reason not to go to Shameful there, right? Or even, oh, the other one was Frostbitten Crossing, so. But yeah, you just moved to Shameful. He just forgot he had Talisman, I think. Savvy Politician. And that's it. One on each side. So leniel gets to attack first here. I think you probably try to get the firing. Like, obviously you're not going to win, but that if you attack, though, that just lets him Talisman. Has at least one Gaijin Customs, yes. He guaranteed has at least one Gaijin Customs in his hand. Because he has 3 in the deck, and he played 2 before it reshuffled. So he does have 1. Did he ever use the 1x Assassinate? He does still run that, and no, he did not use it. So he could play that here, but I don't think he will. I think he just defend with Savvy Politician, move to Shameful, and use it. What about third for Shame? I actually don't know how many 4 Shames he used, but I don't think he used all 3. Leniel probably has like a court games to play here. We really not seen any court games. Wow. Yep, there's the Talisman. Gonna move to Shameful. If he does play a court games, we might just see... Oh wait, this is military. So we see a Bonsai. So you can just let him Bonsai here, I think, and then use Shameful and then Assassinate. Didn't move to Shameful last turn, so he can be more efficient with Savvy this turn. Well, I mean, Shameful into 4 Shame. Yeah, that works too. I think we see a Soul Beyond Reproach. You cancel that for sure, yeah. I mean, if he had used the Talisman last turn, then it, like, I don't even want to get into that. Like, it just doesn't matter. Flipping the 1x Savvy Politician made not using Talisman not a mistake. Tattooed Wanderer, find Katana. So, Shoot still winning on defense here. And then I think what you do as Shoot is you just go all in on the Stronghold, because you still have the Magistrate Station and at least 1 Gaijin Customs. So you're going to break it on one of your attacks, right? Let go and find katana. Like, this conflict doesn't even matter, I think. Let's see, how many Stuarts? All three. Yeah, I think if you assassinate, yeah, there it is. If you assassinate the Tattooed Wanderer, there's nothing he can do. Yep. Surprised he didn't have a court games. Like, maybe that's just the bottom three cards on his deck or something. But yeah, I think you go... Do you go military? Yeah, I think you just go military here, because it is rally to the cause. So you'd probably flip it to military either anyway, since you have so much political. And then you can just stand up Yoshi and Challenger, and then break it on political if you don't break it here. Oh wait, he is going political. Okay. I mean, I don't think it will matter, probably. But yeah, I would have gone military there. It's actually not going to get flipped. There's no way leniel can defend this though, right? Okay, he did have the court games. He was just saving it for now. I don't really see why. I guess it doesn't matter, but you could have just honored the politician and the Asami. Like, if you're planning on this game going past this turn, then the right play was to just honor your politician, I think. Here comes Fumiki. You just use Menacing Iron Wire, right? Last conflict was mill. Well, yeah, but I don't really see why that matters. Oh, you can't use her in political? Oh, interesting. Forgot about that. Yeah, that is going to be the game, though. So, congratulations to Shoot. He will move on to the round of 32, where he will play the winner of Travis versus S. Ruman. That should be fun. But yeah, finding that station early for leniel was definitely very unfortunate. Well, they're not in the discard pile anymore, but the Iuchi Wayfinders are really useful for that, because you can just see where he saw Upholding Authority and then he saw Manicured Garden. So he just managed to dodge Magistrate Station the whole game until he could just break it in one go. And leniel not getting so lucky there. But yeah. So that's going to do it for this game. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.